Hello, I'm Amy Mims, Executive Director of Meeting Street Schools, and I'm happy to welcome you to today's episode of Voices from the Classroom. This is a short series that will feature some of our amazing teachers across Meeting Street Schools as they reflect on important teaching strategies that they're currently using. It's our way of providing insight into the minds and classrooms of some of the most talented teachers on the planet. Today, we'll visit with Ms. Siobhan Davis Milford and Ms. Katie Preston of MSS Charleston as they reflect on the first 6 weeks of school and setting up their students for super high levels of success. First of all, classroom organization. Ask yourself, what percentage of my classroom is used for student learning space and what percentage is used for teacher working space? Ensure that space for students is maximized while adult space is minimized, if existent at all. Consider the physical space in the room as an aid to transitions throughout the day. For instance, how will students move from morning meeting on the carpet to independent reading? Notice how the teacher spaces in this classroom are even still used for student learning spaces, and they're labeled as well.
At this point in the year, it's really about organization. It's really about them understanding that they have a safe environment and they have that structure that's going to allow them to grow throughout the year. I know that structure is really, really important for them to feel safe.
Take a walk through your building and other classrooms to see how your classroom compares. Is it set up to maximize student learning space, or are there some changes you'd like to make? Here at the very beginning of the year, building relationships with students and families is something that's on every teacher's mind. Many of us choose to start the year by visiting our students in their homes.
When we enter into the child's world, they really feel like we're a part of the family. And we get to meet their parents in a more intimate setting as well. And so it builds a really strong relationship with their entire family and them.
Where are you with building strong family relationships by week 6? Have you reached out in at least 3 to 4 positive ways with each parent, making sure that those positive interactions are the deposit before anything negative has to happen? What about students? Are you aware of their very unique needs and things that they are afraid of, things that they hope and dream, and things that make them unique? Continue working on building strong relationships with your students, as that is the foundation that will set them up for the most success throughout the rest of the year. During the first 6 weeks of school, in addition to building strong relationships, we place strong emphasis on establishing routines, rituals, and procedures. We spend time teaching how to behave across all settings, including the classroom, so that students know exactly what is expected of them and how to deliver.
The more time we spend on modeling and sweating the small stuff in the beginning, it's going to set us up for a successful year.
Structure is so important to kids, and we have to lay the groundwork for them in responsive classroom and teaching them the languages and teaching them things like silent signals and how to celebrate, and all of those things are just so important that they learn procedures throughout the first day. It's not just procedures that we're teaching them life skills so that when they go out in public, they know how to control themselves. They're practicing self-control. They're practicing when they have a question or they want to make a comment, how to speak clearly, how to project, and how to speak with confidence.
We are modeling absolutely everything at this point. We have to teach everything. And there are some things that I forget we have to teach, like getting hand gel after the bathroom or how to stand in a line.
You have to know that those procedures are important, and you can't just let it slide as you get comfortable in the year and realizing that the students they've got this, but just staying on top of those things. So I think overall it probably takes like 2 to 3 weeks to really just kind of fine tune and just make sure that you have hit all the procedures, but it never really ends. You're always fine tuning.
Siobhan is right. Establishing classroom expectations is about fine tuning and sweating the small stuff. When things get hard and challenging, don't forget that you're not in this alone. Your colleagues and your administrators are here to support you. Celebrate the small wins and be optimistic. This is hard work, but we know that it'll pay off for our students.
Right now, it looks like there's a lot of work to be done, and there is. We're excited about it. Our kids have us laughing all day long. We're excited about the work. I have so much hope for what they're going to be able to accomplish.
Special thanks to Siobhan and Katie for sharing their joy and their insights with us. Until next time, keep proving what's possible for all kids.